and get down to it, and that's what I did. So, take no excuses. Hats off to the champion tonight.
All right. Errol, straight back. Dan Rayfield from Big Fight Weekend. I wanted to know, I know it's only a few minutes removed from the end of the fight. How do you think you're going to deal with this going forward, tomorrow, next week? Are you the kind of guy that's going to just bad night, shake it off, and all is good? Or are you going to, stew over this for a while and it's going to hurt that?
Nah, I'm not going to stew over it at all. I did what I was supposed to do regardless of the outcome. Anything like that. Like I said, I was going to do something, and I promised everybody I was going to do it. So I did it as a man. I stood up on my word. So I'm definitely not going to soak over this. I'm going to get right back and get to it, hopefully at 154 pounds.
And Errol, even though, we know how big of a fight this was, everybody talked about the historical significance of this fight all through the build-up, all for the last several years as we waited for it to happen. I wonder if it's happened. You go on the losing side of this one. Does it at least give you some solace to know that you gave the boxing public something that they had wanted for so long, even though obviously it didn't go your way?
Definitely. It was exciting. The whole build up to it and leading up to it too. So it's something that I wouldn't change for nothing. And I'm definitely open to the rematch, and hopefully it'll be at 154 pounds.
Those are some of the words of Errol Spence as he reacts to his loss. First of all, you have to give Errol Spence respect, bro. Respect. Because first, he didn't have to take the fight. He could have done what his advisor advised him to do, is fight another PBC fighter, fight Keith Thurman, fight someone that, that is pretty much easier, maybe, so to speak, safer. And he didn't do that. He decided to take on Terrence Crawford for the WBO. He dared to be great. He challenged to be great. He'd come up short, but he had no fucking excuses. None. People were trying to give him excuses. Wilder just tried. The interviewers, the journalists tried. He was like, no, the better man won tonight. I think I was off. I just couldn't step it up a notch. And now at this point, I really feel bad for Errol Spence, but I respect Errol Spence now more than I ever have. More than I ever have. It was never about Errol Spence. It was always about the politics that were surrounding Errol Spence. And the Spence fans were irritating, but Spence himself, no. I think Spence is Spence. Now, on another note of caution, I don't know if it's the teeth that's causing him to lisp. I don't know, maybe because his mouth was bleeding, maybe his lips busted a bit. That does affect your speech. But he does sound slurry. He does sound like kind of punch drunky like tonight. And that is a thing of concern, okay? I do worry about that because he sounds like, like something may be off a little bit. Maybe, did he get a concussion, or, he did take some punishment to the face, to the head, to the side of the head because of the angles from Terrence Crawford. You get hit in the temples. You're not really, the same, so I would take him to the hospital, definitely. I wouldn't try that tough man shit. Like, I'm okay, brush it off. No, I think he needs to be tested. He needs to be checked because the fight was stopped and he was knocked down 3 times. That is something of concern to me, okay? But the press conference, stand up, dude. No excuses. He would want it at 154. Hey, according to Boxing Ego and Company, they thought that Terrence Crawford had problems being weight drained and looking at him, and he kind of did look weight drained to a certain degree. But he still won the fight. Okay, so Terrence Crawford is a big welterweight. He's growing. And I think, maybe at 154 things will be different, but maybe not. But the important thing is he took the fight. He didn't have to take the fight. He could have done what he did in following his advisors for years ago, from years to come. And I'm glad that he did it. But you guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.